Well, 4 days into the new year, and the nation's capital is facing a surge of violence to start off 2023. Our Jacqueline Matter joining us now with how crime is affecting some of the youngest members of our community. Jacqueline?
Well, Angie, good evening to you. So according to our numbers, about 12 people were shot in the past 3 days here in D.C. 5 of them were people under the age of 18. It's a topic and a problem that has a lot of people talking, including government leaders and community leaders as well, who are now tasked with trying to fix this problem.
Just days after the district reflected on the more than 200 lives lost to violent crime in 2022, D.C.'s police chief Robert Conti yet again answering calls from the community after a quadruple shooting off Georgia Avenue that left an 8-year-old boy injured.
Anytime we have someone who senselessly is shot, is murdered in the streets of the District of Columbia, that's unacceptable.
That shooting comes just a day after 5 separate shootings on January 2nd that injured 3 teens and killed a 17-year-old.
This is an epidemic, and we need help.
Martez Tony of Southeast D.C. was shot and killed right outside the Congress Heights metro station.
Martez he was the life of the party. He had this aura about him. He wanted more for himself. He just didn't have the right direction, if that makes sense. He didn't have the right leadership.
Statistics from D.C. police given to Fox 5 in November show almost 2 times as many kids died from gunshot wounds in 2022 compared to the year prior, leaving many to wonder how to combat juvenile crime.
When our young people become active participants in crime, it's a result of hopelessness and oftentimes helplessness. And when they become victims of crime, then it ends up being a tragedy. And we see a lot of that taking place here in D.C.
While D.C. saw an overall decrease in crime in 2022, the recent string of violence causing Mayor Muriel Bowser to veto the district's new criminal code, claiming the bill does not make Washingtonians safer.
None of us can be satisfied with young people having weapons and using weapons and killing each other.
The mayor also pushing for consequences for young people who use guns. One organization working face-to-face with teens, including Martez Tony, who was in and out of their guidance program, says it will take a community effort.
We are combating things that have been baked in since they were toddlers. So I think D.C. government, Metropolitan Police Department, nonprofits, DCPS should all come to the table and talk about these solutions, but talk about it from a big picture perspective that says we will have to roll up our sleeves, create a plan, execute the work.
As of right now, D.C. police tell me they have no suspect information in Martez Tony's death or that shooting involving that 8-year-old boy on Georgia Avenue. We also asked them for a breakdown of statistics regarding juvenile crime, for example, carjackings, robberies, homicides, things of that nature, and how that breaks down for juvenile victims and juvenile perpetrators, but we have not yet heard back from D.C. police. Back to you.
All right.